Over 500 years ago, Leonardo da Vinci invented this super cool clock. Stay tuned to see what it has to do with us today. Hey everyone, my name is Cody and I'm super excited to talk to you today about our big idea. Our big idea this month is respect, showing others they're important by what you say and do. Now, Leonardo da Vinci was one of the most famous inventors of all time. Not that Leonardo. This Leonardo. There we go, that's better. He invented the very first sketches for a helicopter. Now, granted, that might look a little different from what you might picture a helicopter to look like today, but granted, he lived 500 years ago. Leonardo da Vinci also painted the Mona Lisa, but I have here today one of his most famous inventions. This invention totally changed the way that people told time. Up until this invention, they had to use the sun and hope the shadow would tell them what time it was, but now he invented this clock. Now, the thing that you might be asking, what does this have to do with respect? Well, just like this clock, every single piece that's inside of this clock is important. And the same thing is true with people because every single person matters. Now, this clock is really cool. It's got some pendulums on it. It's got a heavy counterweight, and when the weight pulls, that's what makes the gears go and tick. And you might think that, hey, those are the most important pieces. They're big, they're on the outside, maybe even the hands that are pointing to tell you what time it is. And the truth is, sometimes in life, there's people like that when you look at them on the outside, they look like they've got it all together. They look really important. They look like you should really respect them. But then there's other pieces that you don't really recognize from the very beginning, like maybe this sprocket right here. This sprocket seems pretty small and insignificant, and well, truthfully, sometimes people seem that way. They don't seem like you should respect them, or you just kind of ignore them, or you don't really think about them. Now, what would you do if I said that this whole big giant clock wouldn't run without this tiny little sprocket? That's right. As a matter of fact, there's one in there right now, and if I took it out, the whole thing would stop working. The counterweight wouldn't matter because it wouldn't have anything to pull. The pendulum wouldn't be able to swing. It wouldn't seem so big and important anymore without this small little piece. And that same thing is true for every person. That every single person matters. Every single person is important. And you might overlook somebody or ignore somebody or just not really notice them. But you can really make their day by showing them how important they are. The inventor of this clock, Leonardo da Vinci, has a famous quote. He said, "Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else." Now, I'm not going to try to put words in his mouth, but he could have even been talking about people, that every single person is connected. Just like this clock, how this clock needs every part for it to function, we all need each other. And the truth is that there's going to be some people that are overlooked, that they don't seem like you should respect them, or even just that you simply ignore them. Everyone plays an important role, and we should respect everyone. So that means when you see somebody, you should make sure that they know that they're important, that they matter, that they have an important role to play. So every time you look at a clock, remember respect, showing others they're important by what you say and do.
Thanks for tuning in to watch this awesome video all about the big idea. Click here if you want to see even more videos about big ideas, or you can subscribe to our channel so you know when the latest video has been posted. You can also check us out on Facebook or thebigIdeaExperience.com. I did it! That was it, right?